Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Stock Investing and Trading 101. Today I'm doing a portfolio update. It's been about a week or so since I dropped my last portfolio update. We've had about 6 weeks now of outperformance where we have been outperforming the overall market, and the same trend has been continuing with my portfolio. So sit back, relax. We have a lot to go through today. I'm going to show you guys my complete portfolio, talk about my strategy, and talk a little bit about my gains and where we've gotten to so far. So far today is election day, November 3rd. The market's up about 2% after a great Monday and now what's looking to be like a great Tuesday. So far we're up over 6% this week, which is over $1,500 of profit we've made. My account has finally gotten over that $25,000 threshold, meaning we are no longer subject to PDT. We can day trade as much as we like. So I finally hit that short-term goal that I had to, get above that little threshold. But looking forward, we've had a couple of great days now. Last week, when the market was going red, we had a few kind of rough days. We ended up slightly outperforming the market last week. However, with this bounce back, we've kind of just made some nice gains, up over $1,500. So let's look at my current positions and talk about what I'm currently doing. So as you guys remember, while the market was up at its highs before it had this kind of short-term correction, I was telling you guys I was selling, I was deleveraging, going into cash, getting ready to buy, and that's exactly what I did. The market came down for about a week to a week and a half. I was buying, I was averaging in with all of my cash that I had ready, and it paid off greatly. So my overall strategy was pretty much spot on. So moving forward, what I'm doing is I have bought tons of high quality companies. So I'm going to continue to hold some of these companies I own with good average costs. However, I have taken some profits. I mean, we're up over 6%, $1,500. Why not take some profits? I want to lock in those gains. I don't want to risk my gains. So let's look at my stocks first. I'm still selling covered calls on a bunch of stocks, including AT&T, Realty Income, Cedar Fair, Wendy's, Rocket Mortgages, Kinder Morgan, MJ, the ETF, as well as SH, which is also a short ETF. So what I'm doing is I'm just selling calls every week or every month, taking in premium. So for example, we could sell, the $30 call contract right now, and we could take in a $85 premium expiring on November 20th. I think I'll actually take that. It expires in about 2-3 weeks. So we'll take that $85 credit. But what I've been doing is selling credit to lower my cost basis and buying a bunch of shares of high quality companies such as Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, Apple, Verizon, Adobe, MasterCard, Tractor Supply, PayPal, which had a nice little dip today. PayPal was down about 6% at one point. I definitely bought a couple of shares during that low. We have some dividend stocks like Altria, some speculative plays like DraftKings. So I have a little bit of everything. We have a lot of growth and technology stocks, but we also have some cyclical value stocks and some more speculative stocks. A little bit of everything, but all in all, I think we have a good portfolio so far. We have Visa, McDonald's, a little bit of Palo Alto Networks, which is a great stock, NVIDIA, American Express, just a bunch of stocks here. A lot of common names that I'm sure most of you guys have heard of. Shopify, that's something that I bought quite a bit of yesterday. It's below $1,000 per share. It's down almost 12% in the past week, which for Shopify, a strong company like Shopify, is a pretty decent dip, 12% in 1 week. So that's all of my stock positions that I'm showing you guys currently. Looking at my options positions, there's really only a few that I still have open. I've pretty much taken a lot of profits at this point. I'm trying to reduce my exposure. We have the election results coming out sometime this week, possibly tonight. So I'd rather just lock in my profits. I still have quite a bit of exposure to the market, but I don't want to overexpose myself. Looking at my options, I have all of my covered calls on all of the stocks that I mentioned, from Rocket Mortgages all the way to SH right here. So these are all covered call contracts. I think there's 2, 4, 6, 7 covered calls that are all expiring this week or this month. And then lastly, I have a long-term call on Kronos expiring in January, which isn't really doing much of anything. And I also have some UUP calls, which are down significantly. They're pretty much worthless, but it's a really speculative random trade. So all in all, I'm not too worried about my option positions currently. But my portfolio currently, I think, is in a good place. It's a lot of stocks, so we don't have unnecessary risk like you do with options. Our pretty much only risk at this point is some kind of market crash or market correction. And at the same time, I still have a decent amount of cash, at least 20% of my portfolio in cash, ready to buy the dip. So there's really no way that I feel I can lose at this point unless we have some kind of huge 10 to 20% correction pretty much overnight, which I just don't see happening. So that's what I got today, guys. That's my portfolio. We're just getting to $26,000. We finally aren't subject to that stupid PDT rule. So I appreciate the support so far, guys. I'm going to continue to share my trades with you guys. The trades have been working out great. The performance speaks for itself. So if you have any trades that you want to share with me or have me look at and let you know what I feel about them, feel free to do that. Otherwise, drop a comment. Let me know what stock you like the most at the current levels, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.